Iron Lung VR. Go on, admit it. You thought this game had had its time. You thought we were all done with it and we were ready to move on. It's been about 3 months since this was last the peak of YouTube. But I am back to play the game for the first time in virtual reality. This is a mod that's free to play by a guy called JackaPacka. And I think to experience it for the first time in virtual reality is going to be quite the privilege. So let's see what this game is really all about. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. The event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources. During the search, a special moon was discovered with a strange anomaly. An ocean of blood. You're a convict, tasked with exploring the anomaly and photographing its artifacts. Where have we heard that before? You will search the blood ocean in a makeshift submarine, nicknamed the Iron Lung. The Iron Lung was not designed for the target crew's depth. The Iron Lung will be welded shut, and the window will be closed. You will be truly isolated. Since there is no time for training, you will need to learn as you go. If you successfully photograph all of the artifacts, you will earn your freedom. Somehow doubt that, but yeah, send me in.
Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by.
Very tall. I'm really tall. I'm gonna have to sit down. Yeah, this is fine.
I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Okay. I'd like to get to the bottom if possible.
Approaching maximum depth. The hole's feeling it, but it's still holding strong.
That's good.
Closing porthole shielding.
Oh, I needed that. We were so dark it was black outside.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so review and be careful. You're on your
Good. Thank you. Check it out. So we've hit the surface. Wow. This is quite an impressive little tin can, to be honest. Stumi from the future here. Hello. Just to warn you, I got the first part of this recording done up until these first 2 locations here, but it was very, very laggy. So, just to show you that at some point during this video, that lag will stop after the second point, and the game will get smooth again. But I do want to show the process of me learning everything and reacting to everything as the first time that I've done it, so please bear with the lag as we kind of go into that. Otherwise, I will see you at the end of checkpoint 2. Ciao for now. So, hover over the nodes for more information. There's a bunch of nodes. This must be a scan of the depth of the ocean. And we need to take as many photographs as we can to earn our freedom. We're inside one giant anomaly now. It reminds me of the River of Blood from the SCP Foundation, except hopefully a bit less boss rushy and a little bit more safe. So we've got a bunch of coordinates in different locations. Not entirely sure where exactly I am. 182, 116, and 0. So 182, 116. We want the closest numbers to that, so I'll go with X first. 182. Ooh, 180? Okay, makes sense. X is along the border here. Y is going to be vertical. The higher over here. Some high Y values. Low Y values, high Y values, yep. And then A is just whatever the hell you want it to be, I guess. A is angle, makes sense. So I think I'm going to start here and go for Y576 with an angle of 184. We're basically at 180, so it's not too bad there. So 576. I guess we'll just get started. Go down a little bit here. Oh, I see. So can I... Oh, that's the angle. So how do I change the X coordinates? Oh, I see. It kind of changes together almost. Oh, this thing goes quick! Yes! Speed! So we twitch a little bit on the X, but it's nothing too major. I guess you could probably put that down to something like ocean currents. Natural kind of drift of the water, something like that. But God, can we get some speed? Ooh. What does that mean? I think we've detected something. Or at least we're getting close. 576. Is there anything that would be around about 200? Oh, there's a location button. Photo mode, location mode. I see. Ooh. Hidden note. Stumi from the future again. I thought I'd read the note without the lag, so here goes. This is not an expedition. It is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars? If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution, and I will get my freedom. Cool. Just as I thought. This is a one-way trip. I guess we carry on to the void. Ooh, okay. Okay! Oh, that's really bad. I think I've died. What was that about an execution again? Okay. Note to self, there are potentially obstacles to avoid, which I guess makes sense when we're looking at this little maze system now. But how the hell am I meant to navigate that? Via the stupid dots? I don't even know how to change my X coordinates. I'm just stuck here. Okay, so this is here to detect the sensors, and this is here to control the angle, then there really is nothing I can do about the X. So we just gotta go with it. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot! That's how we change the X. We move this to like 90 degrees, don't we? And then, well, this is gonna take forever. We move it to plus or minus 90 degrees, and then we move forwards. How silly of me. Okay. Well, let's try and get it to around about 0 again. This is like filling up petrol at a station. It's just impossible. You always overflow. Okay. It's close enough. So we have an obstacle directly facing us now, which basically means that we're probably somewhere around here-ish, and we want to kind of navigate into this little crevice, if I had to guess. So we know that the exact exit's at 180, but like to get through there is going to be interesting, to say the least. We need to get to 576 and an angle of 184. So maybe we try getting to around about 184. Okay, attempt to drive away from the danger. It's getting worse. It's getting much worse. We'll go back a little bit. Oh, you know what? I suppose we should probably use the camera system. It would tell us like what exactly we're dealing with, if we're looking at a wall, if we're looking at the endless ocean. Seaweed. Okay. That's something. So we need to get to the point where we can see this stupid rock, and maybe we can judge what we're dealing with. Take a picture. Hopefully we'll see the humongous wall ahead of us. Yes, that looks like a big, big wall. Good. Okay. Yeah, kind of good. So let's think. At about 180 and 219, we are roughly like down here somewhere. Yeah, we're like in between these two here. So I think I actually started in here, and what I've done is I've sailed up, and I've got to this little wall right here. So what I need to do now... Yeah, this makes perfect sense. You see on the scale, 180, 219. Oh my god, I'm map reading. Who would have thought? So next up for us is to turn basically 90 degrees and then move forwards, and we should actually get to this one first, which is interesting. Okay. I'm finally understanding the predicament we're in. It was all about just kind of like working out where your first reference point was. As soon as you've got the situation like this, it's under control, I know where I am, I know what I'm doing. We got this. So 211 roughly here to 211 roughly here. Yeah, so we're basically smack bang in the middle of this now. Brilliant. And we need to get to 322, 186, which this will probably take us on a trajectory that's fairly close to it. Although this is going up. Why is that going up? X is going up, that makes sense. Y is going down. Yes, good. Let's go! So, at 322, we will reach the artifact and take our first picture. Very glad there's no timeline for this. Stop! So we're just outside now. Angle of 33. Okay, not quite yet. 322, 186. Looks like 322, 186 to me. Angle of 36. 37, 30. Oh, 2 away. Not bad, not bad. 0.2. Okay. Give me something good. We got some obelisks. Or some cucumbers. Some sea cucumbers. Or I just threw my hand in front of the way, you see. I dropped my controller to show you my real hand, but I meant this. Some fingies coming out from the water. That's pretty cool. Can I take a second one? Save it for later. Ooh, even better. That one looks better. Cool. Okay. 1 down. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 to go. Makes sense. Cool. So next one so we're going to have to go basically almost up to start with, and then do like a diagonal spin here. So we'll go up to about 225, 325, up to 225, 325, and then diagonally across. Cool. Come on. One day I'm going to get it, and at that point I will be given my freedom when I've become a numbers god, but clearly not today. 225. Okay, and then at 225 we basically do a 45-degree diagonal turn, and then we just carry on all the way to victory, basically. Oh, I almost had it then. Yeah, good. It's close enough. Go! Approaching target. Quite quickly, actually. Let's probably slow it down a little bit. Just edge it in. Gently. Down. Bingo. 378, 263, and an angle of 50. Okay. Coming right up. Nice. Picture time. Artifact detected. What am I looking at? I have to step back for this? I have no idea what this is. Just like a big piece of kelp? Maybe we need a better angle of this one. Second picture? Maybe the first one came out a bit dodgy. No. It's just like a big snot ball on the floor. I'm trying to make out some form of image, but I don't think there is one. I got the artifact, though. Oh my god, you're kidding me. You get a tick when you've got it? No! We gotta go all the way back for the other one! Oh! Okay. Okay. Boom! And welcome back. This time with frames. So, pictured this artifact again, and it looks pretty much the same snotty blob as it was last time. If I had to guess, it's like a blobfish, you know, with the disgusting nose here, like a tiny little eye there, and a big clown mouth here, but that's all I can see. The rest of it is just, you know, your guess is as good as mine. So what I think I'm going to do now, if I'm here, is probably go up to around about like 390, or sorry, like 275, and then do a 180 turn and look at it from this angle. That's going to be the plan. Also, look at how fast this...
Notification.
Well, that just put a downer on my fun. We're going to die. We got time though. It's fine. I'll get more crazy as the light goes up. And I got it directly on 0! Well, there you go. It was a lag problem. It was all a lag problem. Nothing to do with me. So if we go up to around about like 275 now, what we can do is really quickly, look at this, just zoom around to 180, and then we can have a look at this thing from a different angle, and maybe that'll help us work out exactly what we're dealing with here. It's probably just a bit of kelp, nothing too crazy. I know my horror games, they like to ramp up in intensity, but, you know, it's always nice to see what it looks like from this angle. Nothing. I thought we'd have it. So I guess we want to be a little bit closer to the artifact. How fast does this thing go? I think it was like 263-ish. Like if I had to be exact. Okay. Well, it looks like I haven't really discovered it anymore. Thought maybe we'd see it in our periphery or something, but I guess not. No. It's just kelp and mush. Okay. So now we should go up to 378, 263. I'm roughly here. So we're going to do a 45 degrees in this way, so a minus 45 degrees, and then we're going to go all the way up to 350y and like 280. So 350, so 280, 350. And at an angle of minus 45. Which I haven't said the right value yet, because I'm still trying to do the maths in my head. 315. It's a guess. Is that it? Minus 45, add 40, brings it to 350, add 5, 360? Yeah, that's right. Cool. 275 and 350's gonna be the best time of my goddamn life. Cause I feel... Ooh, there's a wall. There's a wall. Why is there a wall? Because I'm narrowly avoiding this little blip here. It's going to be perfectly fine. We're going to do it. We're going to narrowly avoid it. Actually, let's just... Ooh, yeah, it's a little bit close. Let's see how bad it is. It probably isn't that bad. It's quite bad. Okay. We would probably hit that. So, I'm at this angle here. Which is probably like here. Like this. So I want to be a little bit more this way. Which is like a little bit more... Not that way. This way. Nope, let's use the dial, because that knows what it's doing. Oh, okay. Easy. Ah, and we're safe. So we can go back to our lovely number. And fly ahead. 2 blips? It's fine, ignore it. Everything's fine. 350. 350 and 280-ish, roughly. Which, honestly, that's pretty close. 290? Not too bad. So, 290 brings us to roughly here. And 350 brings us... Oh, wow. Okay, we are very close. But it looks like we can pretty much do the minus 45 degree angle all the way up now. And that's going to take us to our prize. Probably a little bit less than minus 45. So instead of like 315, we could go for like 320, something like that. So let's up this a little bit. A little bit less. And then fly on ahead. And we'll be fine. You know, for the sake of editing and that horrible lag, I probably skipped this conversation, but I'm going to say it again. It's actually quite peaceful in here. I mean, despite the ominous kind of like music in the background, like you've got this lovely kind of like dripping water sound. You've got this kind of like feeling of warmth as the entire blood ocean is around you, kind of like squishing you in and giving you a nice hug. And I don't know, it just feels kind of nice. Maybe that's just me, who likes his dark, damp spaces of isolation, but I could definitely survive a week down here and I think I'd be fine. If I had to survive any longer, I might go crazy, especially because I don't really see a toilet anywhere, so maybe after a day I'd want to get out just for fear of the smell and disease and all that stuff. But I guess, you know, like there's probably less risk of disease down here because there's not going to be a whole lot of things that are going to cause it. I guess there's going to be some form of air microbes or whatever the hell you call them, but I'm no biologist. Someone do the maths on that. If you pooped down here under the water in your own filth, how long would it take for you to get a disease? These are the real questions we want to know. 259,406. Ooh, we're close. As I say, could survive a week down here. Easily. So, 250. So that brings us to 296 on the angle. Woo! Gonna stop at 180 just to give it a little bit of a shimmy shake on the Y. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, too much, a little bit less. Too much. There we go. Easy peasy, yeah! And then that number that I've already forgot. My short-term memory is disastrous. 296. 96. Close enough. For our third artifact. Boom. Ooh. Okay, before we think that it's like a big scary eel, it could be like an ammonite or something, right? Oh yeah. I want to get more angle of this. More of that. Yeah, I'd like to go with creepy fossil rather than giant creature. Really hoping for creepy fossil. But I guess that's probably not going to do it. We're going to have to get the more accurate numbers here. So 259,406. Oh yeah, that's me all over. Okay. So I want to go this way. Yeah, you get the gist. Boom! Artifact discovered. Okay. So, we got Breath of the Wild demons, basically. The big tubey people. Either that, or the thing from Incredibles. What happened to the thing from Incredibles? It blew up. So it probably didn't sink in the ocean. Okay, well. Just kind of like theory crafting here. You never know what it could be. But that's 3 done. And I have to navigate this hell rock before I get to the other zone. But this is a much wider area, so that should be good. It's gonna take a long time to get it. Oh, that's probably a bad thing. Just throw gas in it and it might fix itself. Didn't fix itself. Can I tighten this? I'm an engineer. Can I drink it? Good stuff. I've got it. I think it's just like a gas leak. I don't think I can fix that. Wait, is the oxygen going down? No. The dial's just flickering. Are we being attacked? No. Okay. I've got no choice. I'm gonna carry on. You know what I was saying about the peace and quiet of the isolation under the water? I take it back. It's much less fun to be down here with a gas leak. Or is this water? I mean, it's red, so it's probably a water leak, if anything. Oh, yeah. Now that I think about it, I've got very sloppy footsteps. Cool. Well, that really puts the pressure on now. It's just the wind, it's just the wind, it's just the wind, it's just the wind, it's just the wind. It's not the wind, it's not the wind, it's not the wind, stop! Oh yeah, it's not the wind. So, more this way. Stop! How do I get out of this mess? Okay, I give it a little bit more angle. I think the fact that it's behind us is actually a good thing. Yeah. Yeah? Oh, we're on fire. We're on fire. We're on fire. Stop being on fire. It's getting bigger. Go away. Oh, big fire. Huge fire. Go away. Oh, no, I'm gonna catch. How did this happen? Go away. Douse, flames, douse. God, this button's tough. Infinite fire. Oh, I dropped the can. You better not be burning my oxygen. You kind of need it to burn, so it makes sense. I can't find the flame. I can't find the flame. Oh, there we go. You gotta kind of like push it in. We good? We good. Oh, glad this can's a liminal space. Would be screwed. So we should be just tickling it now, and we can now go straight along the X line up until we hit 560. Awesome. Straight line shot to victory. Certainly a race against time here, as the ship slowly fills up, and the oxygen is teeter-tottering. That's just the wind, ignore that. So now we've entered this new pool, actually. I'm kind of interested. I guess all the images are in black and white, so it's probably not very interesting, but you do wonder. Some more kelp. Go. In a panic situation, if we're being chased by anything, I'm not entirely sure what the plan is. This thing is very fast, but it's just kind of getting the angle in which to swim away at. I haven't quite worked out how we're going to do that yet, but, you know, I'm thinking about it. It's on my mind.
What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor?
So, we have reached 560,277. I'm at 560,271. So if I back up a little bit. Oh, I almost hit it. This is not bad, actually. And then for the angle, 43. No, 43. 3. Cool. So we made it to the big pond. Deep breaths. Artifact discovered. Is this the artifact? Or is this the artifact? Because this looks haunting. Oh, ship caught fire. Ship caught fire. This is a really bad time for the ship to catch fire. If that's a giant fish out there, making noise is probably really bad. So I want to just teeter ever so slightly to the side. And that should be okay. Looks like a tube with a big mouth, a big face. One of the reviews said that in a specific spot where you see a specific thing, the second picture you take doesn't disappear. So if on the PC version that is not meant to be there, then hey, either way, I think I'll leave it there. And I will move on, so as not to get too into the details of what I'm looking at there. Nice to know that there are fish in the ocean, though. Big, big fish, too. What would you expect from the blood pond, really? I definitely didn't get in this submarine thinking that I'd be alone for the entire duration. Even if all the other planets did blow up and the only real people left were humans on spaceships. Makes you question the timeline. What exactly year are we in? There must have been enough humans in the sky that when all the planets mysteriously disappeared, there was some people left. And prisoners too? Or maybe the only ship that survived was a prisoner aircraft, a starship, similar to what you see in quite a lot of sci-fi movies. 179, 613, not too far away actually. And this is the team. What's that noise? I heard bubbling. I think that's just the spaceship creaking. The little bathtub submarine thing. There were some bubbles though, which was a little bit strange. Nothing there. Am I wrong? 613. Oh, I'm horribly wrong. 197. Okay. So this time we're at the artifact, that's for sure. If I could stop spinning. Right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, round, 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 round. Okay, cool. A whale? Do you hear me? Okay. We'll see if it's a whale. Ooh. So not a whale. Over here? Oh.
Oxygen notification.
Thank you. No, not a second one. Oh, the water level, you can see it starting to rise. Oh, that's bad. Oh, and the ship's on fire. That's also pretty bad. I've got the feeling that we're not going to get out of this alive. I think that note was right. I don't think we've got much longer left. So I'll make it my goal. By the time we inevitably lose out on our life, I want to make sure I've got every single one of these ticked off. So, angle for this. 0, 90, 45. So we want to go sharper than 45 to around about 75. Let's go for 75. 75, and we want to hit roughly X at about 700 and Y at about 300. 700, 300. Angle at 75. That in my face is going to get annoying fast. I guess we'll go stand over here. I'm going to stand it out. It's all wet over there. Being isolated in a damp part of... Who crashed? Be very quiet. I think it knows. Okay. It seems like it's just going to be a race of what kills me first. You know? Is it A, drown to death? Is it B, burn to death? C, choke to death? Or D, eaten alive? Place your bets now. Calls cost 50p. Terms and conditions apply. Oh, and now we're hitting the Y's. 269. What am I looking at here? 250. Oh, so we're basically there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's have a look. Shiny cliff. Show me the shiny cliff. It's the shiny cliff. That is a big shiny cliff. So at 757, about here-ish, and a Y of 269. Ooh my god. Both in front and behind. How are you still here? I mean, how are you still here? Go away. Okay, it's gone. I mean, okay, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Hopefully, we'll be able to go through here before it follows us, and that should be okay. Big area like this makes sense. It's going to be a big odd fishy, and if we hang around for too long, we could be dead because of it. So, what was I doing? 757, 269, 250, 69, roughly here, so we want to get an angle of just past 0, but into maybe like 45-ish. We'll go for a 45-degree angle. We will burst forwards, and hopefully that will keep us alive, and we should be mostly okay before the fish comes and gets us. And we inevitably die. Oh, I hear something. Oh, I hear something. Go. Get through the little gap. Squeeze! Oh, stop. We'll use the dots here for navigation. Okay, we're a little bit tight. Little bit tight. Gonna be okay, though. Gonna be okay. Gonna, like, navigate on the fly here. Yeah, we're gonna go up a little bit now that we know that there's that. Steady it out. Probably angle up about here somewhere. Keep going. And we're probably through. Yeah. Might keep going forwards for a little bit until we hit something. But hopefully not a gigantic fish.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. I would carry on, but no one knows the goddamn word. It doesn't make sense.
And I'm gonna hit a million things if I carry on down this path. Is it you again? How did you follow us through the little slidey hole? Go away! If it blinks, I'm gonna cry. Cool. So, where are we? Oh, on fire! God, Put you out. Put you out. Where is it? Down there? Hang on. Anyone else want to be on fire? Yeah, you want to be on fire. You're literally a pool of water. How is it on fire? 899324. 899324. Ooh. Ooh. We're over here. So we want to get diagonally down this way to 864258. 864258. Wow, we did really well. We probably got ourselves in a little ditch, actually. I don't even know how the fish managed to kind of catch us there, but it did. We want to kind of go down at about this angle. There we go. Okay, 864258, we've made it at our destination. Thank you for traveling with Iron Sub Airlines. Or in this case, Waterlines. It's been fantastic. And an angle of 209. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Are you ready for this? Let's see. That was my reaction. What am I looking at? I'm gonna have to go a little bit to the left to see this one. Around about here-ish. That's probably a bit too far, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, maybe a little bit too far. So yeah, I'd say we are witnessing some form of ship. And don't tell me that you caught fire again. All good? Apart from the fact that we sprung another leak and have got even further into the red watery gloop. Oh, and there's a big fishy. Hi. Came to see the artifact. Came to see the artifact. Cool. Yeah, I think we're probably staring at either a building or some form of craft. Good stuff. But now I've got to try and somehow make my way out of this little hole and all the way over to here. So that's going to be a very long time. Doubt anything interesting is going to happen, but if I happen to randomly die or get attacked by the fish from hell, then who knows, you know? Maybe I'll see you again. At least up until that point. See if we can get over here. Come in, Star Command, come in, Star Command. This is Iron Lung to the whatever the hell happens to be out there in space. We are climbing, reaching the depths of 520 to discover the fourth artifact. Whether it'll be good or not, who knows? But if this is my last broadcast, I want you all to know that I hate you. You can eat a dick. Signing out for now. I ran away from the big fish, we're okay. We're not okay, we're on fire. We're on fire! We're on fire! I need the technology to work. Anything else? No. Good news is the floor has much less risk of catching fire now, so... You know what? I might take the noise of the steam to kind of compensate. Or the spray, whatever you want to call it. So 623, 623, 520, 520, and an angle of 63. I can tell you I've been on this craft for so much longer than you guys have, and I'm still going. So the madness hasn't hit me just yet. Or I guess I'll let you judge that. Artifact. Artifact detected. What is this? This looks like a spine. See the vertebrae here? This looks like a huge spine. So if I take a look slightly to the left here, I reckon we're going to see the rest of that mighty spine. Oh yeah, that's a mighty spine. That is a massive spine. Can I pop it just a bit more to the left here? Oh god, yeah. Let's keep going. See where this goes. How much more spine can we see? Cool, and it just goes in. Like a big arc of spine. Oh, that's not good. It's getting even higher. There's nothing left to give. These pipes have all burst out. I guess there's two here. There's two more spots of drowning left to go. Good stuff. But we're filling up. We've got quite a few ticks now. That's looking good. So, I need to navigate back to the other ticks. and hopefully we've got enough oxygen to make it that far. We're about half oxygen, so we should survive. And this bit is a bit of a grey area, so I hope that we can kind of go through here, and it's just kind of not mapped properly. Otherwise, there's no real way that we're going to get through there. All of this stuff kind of looks like a weird cloud that's kind of coming over the scanner. So yeah, I think you can see here, like this kind of like fog on the map, and I think there is a little path up here. So I'm going to go along now, all the way over to about 375 on the X, and maybe even less than that, about 370, and then it's a straight shot up. So yeah, let's make our way along. Big fish, big fish. Oh, it's right there. I may as well have a look. Are you the same fish? You sound like the same fish. You've been following me for a very long time, my friend. If I could go out there and play with you, I would. But I can't. I'm not a very water-compatible person, let's just say. And that's not me saying that I don't like a kid's paddling pool in freezing cold hosepipe water. That's me saying that if I go out there, I'm definitely dead. What number was it? 375, of course. How did you follow? You must have been right behind me the whole time. As soon as I slightly slow down, it's like bang! Straight into the ship. It's like an episode of Top Gear. As soon as you brake, it's just like straight into the back of the car. That translates to leave me the frick alone! Okay. Ooh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, Calm down. Shh. Okay, just as well the fish bumped into us quite early there, because otherwise we would have captured the artifact and not seen what was behind it until the fish moved, which if it's a one-off event, we want to be able to see it. Artifact discovered. I have no idea what this is. We're going to have to take a couple more angle shots here.
Oxygen notification.
Oh, we're getting low now. I mean, I still feel okay. I'm a little bit lightheaded, but nothing too crazy, so that's okay. It's because the fire keeps eating up all the oxygen. I feel like I would be relatively okay down here alone for a long time, but, you know, I guess not. So, this looks... I don't know what this is. There's like a tentacle of some sort coming out here and here and here, almost like spider hands. So it could be kind of like more bones. It could be kind of like a wing. Like a fin, rather than a wing, I guess. We'll look on the other side of it. Oh, no, yeah, there's more bones. So we've got that, whatever that is. Well, it's very interesting all the same. Ah, okay. So it's this plus fins plus legs. So maybe some form of like giant squid type creature. You're not a giant squid, though. You're like a sea dragon. Something horrible to that extent. Okay, we got a very tricky one to do here, and then it's going to be all the way to swim to sunshine for the rest of it. Boat's on fire, boat's on fire, boat's on fire. It's not a boat, it's a sub, but it's on fire all the same. Cool. So, yeah. Moving on to this one, I guess. I suppose one of the more difficult things about VR is that I have to hold my hand on the button for as long as I can. Which is okay, but the duration that I have to hold these for can be roughly somewhere between 0 and 5 minutes, so... You know, if you hold your arm out to your side for 5 minutes, it does start to get a little bit tired. Definitely very different to just holding, like, the E key or whatever you would do on a PC. But I think otherwise, the game translates very well to VR. Feels very immersive. I don't feel bored being in VR, I'm not tired of the environment. And I think the 3D audio that you get from everything around you kind of like emphasizes the experience and really does make you feel like you're in a little rusty box. I probably went a bit too far here. Yeah, I need to be at just over 650. That's us crossing through the little barrier now. It's pretty good. The screen's getting a bit shaky. Everything okay? That looks okay. I thought that was flickering for a second. I think it's just the water pouring into my face right now. I can feel the pressure. pushing down on me, pressing down on you. Something about you. Right, so... Fish. 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 Stop it. Stop it. So, we are pretty much 200, 659, so just above here. So if we go for an angle now of not negative 45, but a bit less than negative 45, or negative 135. So we want to be less than 225 at around about 215-ish. Approximately there? Yeah, that looks good. So we'll try and do a bit more of a vertical decline here, and hopefully that will help us navigate away from that. Eventually I need to get this down to 180 anyway, so... Oh, it's so tight down here though. Very tight, slipping my way in. Trying not to say anything that's too gross, but really trying to slide my way through this tiny little gap here. 576, 180. Look at the shake on this thing! How are we still going? 180, 576. Oh my god, I think we found an underwater volcano or something, because this is really rumbling. 184. Holy hell, hold on to your hats, because we're going to shake like crazy! Reveal to me the giant volcano, or whatever the hell's causing this thing to shake like crazy. What is that? Oh my god, we found like an energy coil of some sorts? Can I get back a bit? Ooh, fire. I want to get a better view of this thing. What am I looking at? We're inside an anomaly right now, the Blood River. Ooh. Oh, there! I didn't even consider that one! No! 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 Carl, no! Oh, it's okay. I think sailing into that would be a very bad idea, but wow, check it out. I guess, is it moving? Yeah, it's got like a sort of Tesla coil animation going around it, look. It changes pattern every image we take. So it is definitely moving. What does that mean? So far we've seen a bunch of bones. Like one... Oh god, okay. Knee high, everyone. Oh! Splish, splish! Knee high! Oh my god, I'm going nuts. And then we got an energy coil. So this is not meaning a lot to me, basically. So we need to curl up now, head all the way back to here, and I guess find out exactly what all this artifact hunting has been about. We didn't find any form of... Well, I guess if humanity needs a resource, there's potential in this thing. There's certainly a lot of energy inside of it. Huh, okay. Maybe something to report back. If we ever make it. So we need to do like a banana curl up here. So that's starting at 180 and then banana curling. Okay. Iron Lung to Star Command, starting the banana curl process now. It's going to be a simple kind of up and to the side job. Should be fairly simple. We've discovered what appears to be an energy source at the 9th location. Something that you may want to investigate further. I'm going to proceed now to the final artifact. And I hope what I find there will eventually cement a future for us all. Dear Mental Diary. Unfortunately, I have nothing to write with, so this is just going to have to be recorded in my head, but I've been here for approximately 3 hours, maybe longer. My oxygen supplies have reached a critical volume of nothing, basically. So if I'm feeling a bit woozy, I think I know the reason. The water has reached my knees, my waist, so I will never now feel what it's like to be dry below the waist. Above me, the water continues to spray in via 5 access points, and fires continue to break out despite the fact that the humidity in here is, well, let's just say very, very wet. I'm doing my best. I've got one more artifact to go, and I hope that whatever I find there will at least secure a future for someone. Because Lord knows I'm not going to make it out. Ending log. Oh, welcome back. I'm losing the will. I'm very wet, very soggy. My skin looks like a granny's face. And the oxygen's made me just a tiny bit sleepy. But I've hit 675, so I just need to go up now to 828. And we're basically at the final landmark. Interestingly, the entire journey over here, I was never once attacked by the giant fish. So I'd like to think that it's given up by now, and that we should be relatively okay moving forwards. My memory forgot what it was because of, you know, lack of oxygen and all that stuff. I forgot again. 820, 828. Okay. I hope that whatever's down here, it's going to serve us well, because it's been a long, arduous journey. I know the leaflet said I was never coming back, but at least I could shoot up a black box or something. Anything to at least make this whole trip worth it. I see there is some fire in the distance. Just fix that. I don't even know how the water caught fire over there, but there you go. Because it must have been the edge of the panel. This stuff's much more important. Consider me awake. Something about reducing this. There we go. Cool. This is usually like CO2, right? But I guess it's something to breathe. Nope. Oh no, I feel much worse. So much worse. 295. Okay. Well, this is it. This is our last chance of saving the human race. Better be worth it. The ship's not shaking as it was before, so... I just hope that it's something good. Oh, what a way to end it. Jesus Christ. Oh, consider me awake now. All the oxygen's flowing through me. God damn. I tell you what, I did the button, I got it to the right angle, and I was wiggling the analog stick thinking, why aren't I moving? And then I turned around and god damn, right in my face. That was a good one. This is why we play virtual reality horror games. It's rarely that I get a good scream out like that. That's made the whole experience worth it. Oh, but what a good time that was. Iron Lung was a really fantastic game. It was one of those that it didn't inherently feel like a horror game. It was more kind of like a sci-fi adventure in an unknown place. But the strange thing about just sitting in a small box doing a task like that is it doesn't feel like a chore. I don't know how they've managed to capture that sort of gameplay loop, and you see it in a few games actually. I guess that's what kind of has popped up recently with things like making burgers and whatnot in horror games. It's kind of that formula of doing something that's kind of everyday, like a little chore, a little bit of work that you can kind of like set your mind to, and then have some form of like creepy, spooky, anomalous sci-fi elements kind of integrating around that to interrupt you in your job and try to prevent you from doing your task. And I love that formula. Those types of games are absolutely beautiful to me. I love watching them, I love playing them, and I think that it's a really, really fantastic formula for horror games. So, props to JackaPacka for making the Iron Lung VR game. Really fantastic. I think most of that game was captured accurately, if I had to guess, other than the fact that we saw the fish twice on that photo scan. But for a free game that otherwise would cost something... was definitely over £5, it's somewhere to be like 8, maybe more than that, on the Steam store. He's done us a really good service, and a really fantastic job with this. So thank you very much for making that. Thank you very much to everyone for watching that. I hope that was entertaining. And yeah, this was a good one. So, that's everything from me today. So until the next time, goodbye!